Hi. 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 So that piece of shit that was driving me crazy, still a piece of shit, still driving me crazy. However, I left that fucking job. It's heartbreaking. I ended up taking ownership of that place. I gave a big section of my life. Fucking did whatever I could, even if it was nowhere near my job description. And I was happy to do it. I went out of my way to help coworkers on their personal shit. I put up with an immense amount of bullshit the last year and a half I was there, to the point where I'm sure 100 of these videos in a row were just Groundhog's Day of the same bullshit. So August 26th was my last day. And I started the new job August 29th. Nobody called, nobody gave a fuck. There are some people up the chain I thought for sure would call me and be like, what the fuck? They did not. I was sure I'd keep in touch with the people in my office that we went through all this shit together. They do not. We have a bunch of shit in the new place that we need to find secondary and tertiary suppliers for. And I couldn't get anybody to respond. I was going to have one of the sales guys do it. But he never responded. I don't know if he got fired or quit or something. Because the piece of shit doesn't tell me shit. And why? I would say why should he, but because I'm nice and because I was attached to that place and I love that place, I still do. I miss that place. But I can't work somewhere where I moved up multiple layers, more responsibility, more access, and then I got put all the way down. Almost the only thing that I had that was access above what I had when I very first started 10 years ago was I still had a key and I still had a code for the burglar alarm, because you have to if you're gonna have a key to get in and out. That's it. Bare minimum. A good list of 15, 20, at least 15 other things. I counted them once. I think it was 15 or 16. But I might have forgot some shit. All of it gone. It really just, I couldn't take it anymore. I was the in-house IT guy. If IT needed shit done with computers, they called me and had me do it. They had me switch out people's RAM. They had me troubleshoot video card problems on other computers. They had me upgrade people's computers. And it wasn't just one guy in IT. It was two, well, at least two. There was a third guy that they told to contact me. I just couldn't believe it. And they locked me out of the equipment room. Like, what in the fuck are you doing? That was after I'd already signed the papers to start the new job. That was like the last knife in the heart. I couldn't even believe that. I'm like, wow. There is no bottom to how petty they can go. Or how stupid. It's just bad business. It's just bad management all around. like I was starting to say, since I love that place, I told that terrible manager that I taught the same shit to multiple times, who takes notes that you never see again, because he writes it down, but he doesn't. The point of taking notes is so you can reference them and then do what you were trained without having to go ask the person to train you again. That's why you take notes, so you have a reference. He didn't keep those notes, and I knew he wasn't, because every time he took notes, he wrote it down in random shit. But he's contacted me for basic shit that I already taught him multiple times, took notes every time. And I'm nice. I don't know if I'm a sucker or an idiot myself, but I told him how to do it again. The person that got me this new job, I tell him every so often, this is like a dream, right? There's got to be something wrong. Like, something's got to go terribly wrong soon, right? Because it's people are happy, they joke around. There's not like every week I go in, or every day sometimes, there's not a whole new layer of drama. The only stories I hear as far as negativity goes is like people that were fucked up, that did fucked up shit. And I don't mean just like ways they could pay me at the last job. There was one guy, the guy that I took the job from, he would like get physical with people. But he's gone. After I was there for 2 weeks or so, and I still do, these people would come up to me and be like, hey, it's so good to have you here. It's good to finally have a smart person working warehouse, because they had no inventory system. And the guy that trained me was like, no, don't do that. We don't know when we're going to move, and blah, 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 blah. And in my head, I'm like, bullshit. I'm doing this as soon as possible. Because when you get an order and you see the machine you got to go find, like, you got to go find it. Even if you kind of know where they are, there could literally be six stacks of them, and not only each stack has 4 to 6 machines, and who knows which one's the right serial number. So it was only about 2 or 3 weeks in. There was a day that was slow, and I didn't have 2 bosses there to give me weird shit to do. I'm not complaining. There's a lot of shit that needs done. There's a long list of shit that's been neglected over the last decade or 2. But there's more important shit to do, in my opinion, than straightening up a shelf that's been shitty forever. I'm going to get to that. I've been doing it. I've done it. But one of the days that the guy that trained me, that I guess is my boss, I guess, he doesn't even work warehouse. I don't know why he would be my boss, other than seniority, I guess. he's been there a while and they want to pay him more, I guess. I don't know. He doesn't really seem to like the warehouse. He doesn't really seem to know that much. I've learned more from another person that was warehouse than I did from him. But that's cool, you know, whatever. That's not a big deal because he's nice and he's reasonable. I mean, I don't have any complaints. I just think the structure's a little weird, but that's fine. It's whatever. But it's really weird having multiple people. Almost everybody that works there has come up and been like, listen, the place looks amazing, which wasn't that hard to do because when I got there were literally piles of stuff. And like dirty stuff on top of useful stuff, on top of trash, like literal trash, on top of tools. I was amazed, like what the fuck? And the guy that was there before me, they would sweep the floor. I guess he would sit at his desk for hours and hours a day, which is obvious because simple stuff was just not done. There was piles of floor sweepings all over the place. Like 3 big piles and several small piles. And there was carts just full of random shit. Didn't make any sense. It's like, no wonder you guys hated this guy. He was terrible. And the guy before him wasn't really any better as far as organization. It's just he was good at actually like knowing where everything was and pulling it. And the big perk for that guy was he repaired what the fuck? He repaired like what the fuck? We just sat here through a green arrow. He'd like repair the swamp coolers and the forklifts and wow. He's got an Australian flag and a Kansas City Chiefs flag. But yeah, the day that my supervisor and the manager were gone, there's not much to do. It's really, really easy. I understand why they have the warehouse do so many other things. They keep the back lot clean of debris and organize the pallets back there and take compressors and motors off of the machines to recycle them and put the machines in this and that and do this and that. Power wash and steam clean machines, and it's easy. It's all fucking easy. It's not even hectic. They don't give a fuck. It's like, go out there and take an hour to do it. It can be done in 20 minutes, but whatever. Just go do it. It's like, okay, cool. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. There's some important things that come through that take 5 to 20 minutes to blow through, and even still, nobody cares. So, well, I mean, they care. It's just that they're not like in a super rush. But just the fact that the president of the company was back there. He was there and he was back there talking to me. And he's just, everybody's like gushing over how good I'm doing. It's very weird to come out of a place where you're gaslit constantly. People lie to you constantly. You're getting fucking punished. You didn't even fucking do anything. To come out of that, to be treated like I killed somebody, and then oh, I gotta stop. And then go to a place where you're fucking appreciated. Oh, the president, when he was talking to me at the end, he gave me a 20. He's like, go buy lunch or something. Like, what the fuck? It's amazing. People joke around all the time. It's wild. It's a complete change. I really needed it. I'm still not over the paranoia and the scars of the last place I worked. I just need to remember, a shady two-faced liar hired a shady two-faced liar. So it's like, of course the place is just going to keep going downhill. So whatever. I didn't record video of this because my setup is wrong. So I'm just going to put an image over it. Or maybe a bunch of images. I don't know. Goodbye.